This is our bite-sized podcast, keeping you up to date with the latest in science fiction. It's the news with Matt Miller.
Welcome. It's Friday, the 4th of December, 2020. Let's dive straight in. And we have confirmation of the Doctor's return. And it's going to be a New Year affair with Captain Jack, Yaz, Ryan and Graham attempting to figure out what the Daleks are up to while the Doctor remains in an alien prison. The New Year's special will air on January the 2nd on ABC here in Australia, reversing their decision last season to wait a week before broadcast. And I'll reach out to resident Whovian Rob McKnight for his hot take on the New Year's episode in a special edition of a Trekzone Conversation at the start of January. Now, issue 78 of the Star Trek magazine is out, and it's a Starship special packed with fantastic features and interviews. They'll have a complete guide to Starfleet starships, class by class, telling the incredible story of documenting the Enterprise, and a technology look at the habitability in both Starfleet and real-world spacecraft. Plus, the official magazine releasing in the UK has interviews with Doug Jones and David Ayala. They'll be diving into Season 3 of Discovery. Now, a few months ago, it was revealed that a Star Trek movie with Noah Hawley at the helm was put on the back burner. The Fargo producer and writer spoke to Deadline earlier this week, chatting briefly about the next project, saying that when Emma Watts assumed the helm at Paramount, she decided to take Trek in a different direction. This isn't new news, however, with the first reports of Watts' desire to change Trek back in August. And since then, Hawley had noted that his film would have brought in new characters and less of an action focus. He did note to Deadline, though, that Paramount seems to want to make Trek a tentpole success in a similar vein to Transformers and Mission Impossible. Meanwhile, we have big convention news for 2021 from Creation Entertainment, the SciFi Summits, which will include the Vegas-held 55-year mission tour, will be joined by events in Vancouver, New Jersey, and Florida in July and September next year, all focusing on Trek. William Shatner will headline the events with Discovery, Picard, TNG, Voyager and DS9 cast also invited. They'll include Anthony Rapp, Casey Biggs, Ethan Phillips, Jerry Ryan, Vaughn Armstrong, Terry Farrell and Mary Wiseman, plus many, many more. In fact, over 85 actors and production staff have been invited to the SciFi Summits, kicking off from July next year across the United States and Canada. Well, here at Trekzone, I couldn't wait to show off the relaunched graphics, which were due to kick off at the start of the year. So Talking Science brought you the fresh coat of paint and has led the rest of the series as well. Trekzone plays, and now the news as well with these great new graphics at the bottom of the screen. And just before we go, I want to remind you of what's to come from Australia's unofficial home of Star Trek in 2021. We're definitely going to be more than Trek with our huge change, 7 days a week of podcasting with 5 shows. That time when, on Sundays and Saturdays, we'll take you back to the podcasts gone by, reminding you in a bite-sized podcast of what we've done and giving you the links to catch the show in full. Trekzone Plays moves to Mondays and Thursdays, continuing to bring you 100% retro gameplay with no commentary. Talking Science returns on Tuesday, January 5, with Dr. Brad Tucker and I discussing the latest science and space news headlines in a light and fun 30-minute podcast. Trekzone Conversation moves to Wednesdays, and we'll continue to bring you the long-form interviews and detailed analysis of our favourite franchises. Trekzone's The News is back on Fridays, keeping you in the loop with the latest production news exactly as we're doing now. So don't miss a moment. Subscribe, ring the bell, activate notifications, do all that good stuff so that I can send you reminders when I upload episodes, so you're never going to want to miss a moment of Trekzone in 2021. 350 podcasts is the aim across the year. Let's see how we go. But for now, I'm Matt Miller at Trekzone HQ. Thanks very much for your company. We've still got 2 more weeks of Trekzone podcasting in 2020. So don't go anywhere. And also, don't go anywhere for our 2:50 a.m. live stream for the Hayabusa 2 return on Sunday. Or if you're watching this past Sunday, the 6th of December, click the link in the card. I think it's up here somewhere to go over to our live stream and catch our expert analysis and commentary of the Japanese spacecraft returning.